Facts First presents. McDonald's trip takes a turn as man's usual order sends him straight to the hospital. Before we get into this video, what is your favorite menu item at McDonald's? Tell us in the comments below. Also be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. When people order food from McDonald's, they don't do it looking for a healthy meal. Most people order McDonald's because they're looking for a quick, convenient meal, or because they want to splurge on something that tastes great. Even though we don't expect our food to be healthy and low calories, we also don't expect to be fighting for our lives after finishing a meal. And that's something that Trevor Walker never expected to happen. Trevor Walker is from Riverton, Utah, and one evening he and his wife Rachel and their 3 children they were out running errands. It was getting late, and Trevor was tired, so he didn't feel like going home to make dinner. He was just too tired this day. The Riverton McDonald's was on the way home, so he decided to stop there to get a bite to eat. He knew his children loved McDonald's, so for them it'd be a real treat. Trevor decided to order the food for his family in the drive-thru because that was the fastest, easiest way to get their dinner and hurry home. His wife had a salon in their basement, and she had a client coming in, so Trevor wanted to get home quickly. He ordered Happy Meals for his children, and he and Rachel got chicken sandwiches and Diet Cokes. And they waited a few minutes for their food and then headed home. On the way home, Trevor took a sip of his soda, and within a few minutes he began to feel weird. At first, he assumed it was because he hadn't eaten in hours. When he pulled up into his driveway, he and his family headed into the house. The kids sat down at the table to eat their food, and Rachel put her food away so that she could give her client a haircut. Trevor took his food to the computer to answer a few emails, and he started to feel even worse. It wasn't until he couldn't type the correct letters anymore that he realized there was something seriously wrong. He knew that he couldn't make it down to the basement to get his wife, so he sent her a text message. He was trying to text his wife, and the letters on the screen became blurry. He felt as though he was having an anxiety attack, and sending the text to his wife was difficult. He managed to type the text, and it read, "I have sensation in my arms and everything is moving slowly. I'm feeling scared. I don't know what to do. I'm so scared I'm trying to keep calm. I need you." Well, when Rachel saw the text, she immediately panicked and ran upstairs to check on her husband. When she got to the top of the stairs, she saw him lying on the living room floor, unconscious. He was unconscious for close to a minute before she was able to wake him up. She called the neighbor and asked if they could watch the kids while she rushed Trevor to the hospital for tests. When Trevor got to the hospital, one of the first tests that they performed was a urinalysis. They wanted to see if there were any foreign chemicals in his body. Rachel was worried that it could have been something in the food, so she called her neighbor at home and she asked her neighbor to stop her children from eating and to bring all the food and the drinks to the hospital for testing. When the neighbor showed up with the food and drinks, Rachel looked at the food. The sandwiches and the fries looked normal. It wasn't until she took the top off of the Diet Cokes that she found something amiss. There was a white film over the top of the soda that Trevor was drinking. When she discovered this, she alerted the doctors. At the same time, they got Trevor's test results back. They found traces of buprenorphine in his system. It's a drug that's used to wean people off of heroin. The drug reacted with a medication that Trevor was already taking. When the doctors saw Trevor's soda, they knew that there was something wrong. There was only a white substance in Trevor's cup, and that led the police to believe that it was slipped into the cup right before he took the cup at the drive-thru. The police sent the container to the Utah State Crime Lab, and the tests confirmed that there was buprenorphine in the soda. The police went to the McDonald's and asked for the security footage for that day. When they got the footage, the police discovered that it was for the previous day. The restaurant manager told the police that somehow the footage from the day Trevor placed his order was missing. Well, the police knew something was amiss, and it wasn't just the film. The police began investigating the employees who were working that day, and they found one employee's social media. It contained references to the drug that was found in Trevor's system, and also posts disrespecting customers. The biggest red flag was that the employee in question was the brother of the manager of the McDonald's. Well, that gave them an idea of how that footage disappeared. After the 2 siblings were interrogated, the police didn't have enough evidence to make an arrest. With no other recourse, Trevor sued McDonald's, Coca-Cola, and Wire Coca-Cola, who was the local distributor. The case is still pending. But Trevor says he will never trust fast food again. Hopefully it's not as bad as Trevor, but what is your worst fast food experience? Tell us in the comments, and subscribe for more.